All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
Such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
I need to find time to send those sorry relics for appraisal.
The biggest one in history.
I need to find time to send those sorry relics for appraisal.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine, it's us! Got any new commissions?
You two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break! Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now? Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're our...
Interfere with the mixing.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return. And she did mention, but I seem to understand where the, Anyway, As you probably know, we forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been only memories and experience. Even
Seems though I have don't...
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the...
Oh, Paimon gets it.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just...
You mean...
Well, if she gave me this order, then she believes the... In other words, the...
Whoa, not only has she accepted...
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the...
We heard the voice. If we can talk to her again, maybe...
Well, plus, considering the... we need to find a consultant who's an
Oh, we've heard that. A person who can make...
I've heard that...
I hate to break it to you.
Huh.
Well, yeah.
Great going, Mawika. In that case, I guess I'll also write you a letter on your behalf.
Paimon sure hopes a
All right, Kanich is a season to go. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
I'm sorry to put this... Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose...
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's gotta be pretty...
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
This is a pretty well thought out... Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days. Okay, then let's part ways for now.
Good roll.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Take it easy.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have, bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as...
That might be true, but this is still a...
A subject? Well, yes, Mawika is our leader. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well...
Did I forget to mention? It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
Paimon's...
What?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... your case seems really... Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon?
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part, no? But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night wins. Correct.
I see. So Mawika had... And you've also heard all about Aurora.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a... Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well,
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to... Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve...
I can go. It'll probably be a long list.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff.
Yep, we'll be sure to play...
All right, now it's time for us to catch that... I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to... He has always lived alone. And I found a broken jar in his house. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into it.
But why would they... That's not to say that I believe he's totally... In any case, I'm truly sorry to put you two...
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last. This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place. Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand. How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
Letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be.
Huh? Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it... Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would... We've got... leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my...
There are traces of people staying here, too!
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if...
Given there are 2 signals leading from here. I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up... Roran! What the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
And off she goes! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even... So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon. See some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? So we can't tell where Auroron... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, You can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you... the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding!
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry, we can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. St. Lolly should be able to...
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's...
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. But if you want to make it up to me... Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must...
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough.
Wow.
St. Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? On my count. Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
No excuse for slacking.
How brilliant! Here comes the catch.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
May I present?
Terminate!
Let the world collide!
Propagate!
Busted! The show begins!
Send this quickly!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Scatter!
Quietly now.
Strike a pose!
Torn to oblivion! Let's end this quickly! This isn't good. Have a load of this!
Time to shine!
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Scatter! Shine down! This was well done!
How brilliant! Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as—
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Gran—
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just, Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Aurora? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking—
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to it? You won't always be able to rely on other people.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next—
Next time? Oh, good one.
No, they just—
Okay. Now—
Yes.
So why did you
Because they said they would
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the master— Even if the
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the Let's clean this place up and get back to the city.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables?
You're...
Yes, I grow a lot.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that.
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No!
How exactly did the Masters raise...
Oh.
I see. So Aurora...
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only...
We'll give her a full report.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes.
Sure.
Understood.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Grant.
Well, at least you won't need to...
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for... Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place...
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it? What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in... Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded all that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling... We still have another whole day before the meeting. Paimon doesn't see anyone. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see.
It's you. You shouldn't.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just.
And what's with you apologizing all the time?
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather, if we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means and once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere... Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa's plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools?
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. You're right, Traveler. Let... In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help the captain? No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? Really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle...
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listen-
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kid, Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant!
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Little brat.
Whoa, that's a little...
I'm sorry for interrupting your Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or... We've got quite a long walk back. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry?
All right, it's been a while since we last ate.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable.
Hey, come on now. You won't even...
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns.
Sure, that's fine with us.
Don't worry.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They...
But Paimon...
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind is...
Do you think...
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who...
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of them.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare.
All right, that's enough.
Seat Lowy? Seat Lowy?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Seat Lowy? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Real?
Granny Seat Lowy, you're not a
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred revealed...
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually...
Is this another specialty of the...
No, I'd say it's an ability that...
Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color... Huh? Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl. Hang on. Phew.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were...
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but...
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we...
No, that wasn't...
Actually...
Huh? Tell...
Yeah...
This is so...
It's okay, Seat Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take hearing me mumble under... It's just like when you're rolling...
So that,
It happens to... Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no. What do we...
I was an Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't...
Well, and you're right. I'm just an eccentric...
What? You're just...
The kids of...
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about...
We don't find you scary at all.
I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend. Oh,
we believe you.
Yes, but Auroron's... Mawika already told... Auroron's... not... The reason being... His soul... No one knows who his parents were. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroron's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroron into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroron would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift. Unable to find a way back to... The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroron, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval. Pathetic. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation for everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only...
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what... Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back. You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. You've helped me.
Hey, we're friends!
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably as... going on.
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed. The stadium could always use more manpower. I'm done making it. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry, thank you. Alright, I need to start heading back.
She left in a hurry. Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium.
Shower me with praise!
Traveler, over here!
Perfect. Our star up.
Oh, you're all here! But, what?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a...
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the...
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But Chaska and I have been searching for...
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave. That would be pretty great. It'll be fine. Your tribe.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly...
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting...
Koichi.
Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archons.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after—
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the night.
Wait, you—
Yes. It means sacrificing. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, even given the enormity of the Now it's true. Both plans. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Having a contingency plan still. This has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious.
Oh, one more thing? The captain...
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But seems like our only path forward is to track him down. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted.
Not even a little!
Just, maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple... So now that you have your answer...
You scared by...
That's a good thing. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm Don't worry. I just need...
Wait! You're going to fight in...
That's true. No matter how you look at it, I just think there's strength in numbers. Anyway, even if I've considered moving... I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses. Now I just need to...
Paimon's a little worried about how people...
Yes, but...
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we...
Over here!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together. Stay safe. We've got this.
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Let her rip!
I really thought I was done for. I can't...
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine, too. Guess the Abyss...
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the children. By the way, where's Lolly? I thought she would...
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we could...
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are... Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head...
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long... You mean the situation in... It's impossible.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time.
You really are
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. And, well...
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values when it comes to Natlan's survival.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but life is important. But so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like...
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never...
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing...
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence office... With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something.
Sounds good. I have a few...
I was just about to ask. Register? Alright. See you...
Oh, you bet...
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of